99% of Earth's gold lies in its core, enough to form a 1.5-foot thick coat around the surface of the Earth. McDonald's in Hong Kong will host a cheap Mc wedding for couples around $1,200 and will provide food and drink for 50 people and an apple pie cake. Many Tibetan monks sleep upright. The man who once had the longest beard in the world died when he broke his neck after accidentally stepping on it. Elephants can sense rain from 150 miles away. Squeezing lemon juice on fruit like apples and bananas will prevent oxidation or from turning it to brown. You think you are having a bad day? Remember this. In 1976, Ronald Wayne sold his 10% stock in Apple for $800. Now it is worth $58 billion. Blonde hair is not just exclusive to people of European descent. Melanesians of the Southern Pacific have developed an independent, completely different gene, making them the only non-white people to have blonde hair. There is a 2,600-foot covered escalator in Hong Kong to help people commute up and down the large hills in the city. Russia has a vast diamond field containing trillions of carats, enough to supply global markets for another 3,000 years. The field was discovered in the 1970s underneath 35-million-year-old asteroid crater in Siberia. A Japanese soldier was stranded on an island for 30 years, not knowing that the Second World War had ended for 30 years. His commander came to the island to personally dismiss him in 1974. Ants don't have traffic jams because of the simple fact that they don't have egos and do not mind a few collisions. Moreover, they tend to get more disciplined and move in straighter lines in a crowd. Sea otters are one of the only natural predators of sea urchins, thus playing an important role in maintaining the balance of kelp ecosystems, which would otherwise be devoured by the sea urchins. In this way, sea otters also indirectly help reduce carbon dioxide levels in the atmosphere, as kelp ecosystems play a huge role in capturing the gas. Studies have shown that sandwiches do taste better when someone else makes them for you. When we make something ourselves, we tend to become desensitized to its smell, which decreases our response towards it. There is an experimental project in Stockholm, Sweden, where you can sign up to receive a SMS if there is a cardiac arrest nearby, like 500 meters, so you can get there before the ambulance and perform CPR. 9,500 people have signed up and they reach the location faster in 54% of the cases. Jonas Salk declined to patent his polio vaccine. He said, "There is no patent. Could you patent the sun?" In 1986, a federal prisoner escaped during a prisoner transfer. A week later, he returned in a stolen helicopter and broke out his girlfriend. Old people's smell is actually caused by a chemical 2-non-enol that old people secrete through their skin. In 1930, when the Maharaja of Patiala, Bhupinder Singh, visited a Rolls-Royce showroom and inquired the price of a high-end model, the salesman mocked at him and said he would not be able to afford it. The infuriated Maharaja bought all the cars from the showroom, cut open their roofs, and began to use them as garbage trucks. Loneliness can be just as deadly as smoking cigarettes. It is considered a serious life-threatening health condition. The average cloud weighs about 1.1 million pounds. 2 men were brought up on federal hacking charges when they exploited a bug in video poker machines and won $500,000. His lawyer argued all these guys did is simply push a sequence of buttons that they were legally entitled to push, and the case was dismissed. Van Pontable, creator of Johnny Bravo, Craig McCracken, creator of Powerful Puff Girls, and Genndy Tartakovsky, creator of Dexter's Laboratory, were all roommates in college. Igloos can retain a temperature of 16 degrees Fahrenheit during 15-degree weather. Fire inside melts the inner layer of ice and the cold outside refreezes it, adding a layer of insulation. Last surviving witness to the Abraham Lincoln assassination lived long enough to be interviewed about it on television.